It was a cold December morning in New York City. Snow was falling lightly, and people hurried past each other, wrapped in coats, too busy to notice anyone else. But inside a small coffee shop, something quietly beautiful was about to happen. A woman walked in, ordered 2 coffees, and handed one to a homeless man sitting outside. He smiled with surprise, and she sat down next to him. They didn't talk much, just shared the warmth of a hot drink in each other's company. A stranger in the cafe noticed and paid for both their coffees. That simple chain reaction lit up the whole block. No cameras, no attention, just real, human connection. Across the ocean in India, a 12-year-old boy named Araj saved all his lunch money for 6 months. Instead of buying toys or gadgets, he used the money to buy blankets and warm clothes for the poor during winter. With the help of his school principal, he distributed them personally. One old woman hugged him, crying, and said no one had treated her so kindly in years. He didn't say much. He just smiled. That smile said everything. In Brazil, a man named Carlos ran a small bakery that barely made ends meet. Every night, instead of throwing away unsold bread, he carefully packed it and left it on a bench outside for anyone who needed it. One night, he left a note: "If you're hungry, please take what you need." No questions, no judgment. The next morning, someone left a note in return: "You saved my life last night. Thank you." That message changed Carlos's life. He began a campaign, and now dozens of bakeries do the same in his city. In South Africa, a teacher noticed that one of her students kept falling asleep during class. Instead of punishing her, she spoke to the child privately and found out she lived in a shelter and worked nights to help her mother. The teacher quietly raised funds, bought her school supplies, and made sure she had food to eat every morning. That student went from nearly failing to being one of the top scorers in the school. All because someone chose compassion over criticism. In Canada, during a heavy snowstorm, a man named Brian spent 5 hours helping push stranded cars out of ditches, shovel driveways for elderly neighbors, and deliver food for those stuck indoors. When someone asked him why, he simply said, "Because I could. And I hope someone would do the same for me if I needed it." In Japan, an elderly woman collapsed in a train station. Instead of walking past her, a teenage girl took off her coat, wrapped it around the woman, and called for help. She waited with her, holding her hand until paramedics arrived. Later, it was revealed the girl was late for her university exam. She failed the entrance test but said she didn't regret her decision. When the story went viral, the university offered her a second chance. And she passed. In a small town in Italy, a young couple decided to pay the grocery bill for a struggling family in front of them at the supermarket. The mother broke down in tears. Her daughter, just 7 years old, gave them a drawing as a thank you, a simple heart with the words, "You are my angels." That drawing now hangs in their home as a reminder of what truly matters. And finally, in a small village in Pakistan, a boy with polio used to be carried to school every day by his older brother. One day, the brother was injured in an accident and couldn't walk. The entire school took turns carrying the disabled boy to class every day. They created a rota so he never missed a day. Not because they were told to, but because they loved him like a brother. That act of collective kindness showed that compassion doesn't need words, just a willing heart. These moments remind us that you don't have to be rich, famous, or powerful to change the world. Sometimes, the smallest gestures leave the biggest impact. Kindness is a language everyone understands. Whether it's a warm meal, a helping hand, or just a smile, these random acts can shape someone's entire world. So as this year ends, take a moment to look around. Someone out there may need you. And your one small act of kindness might just be the moment they remember for the rest of their life. If this video touched your heart, consider sharing it. Let's fill the world with more kindness, one act at a time. Thank you for watching. Stay kind. Stay human.